There we go. Hello, hello. Should be all good now. Perfect. Bench plus upper today. Let's see what we got in store for today. You know what? I still forgot. I didn't have any more pre-workout. I actually just need to order some online because it's just cheaper. But I have not yet. Like a goofball. Alright. This lime slush one is actually pretty good. Actually pretty dang good. Okay, so is it 332 that we did last? We'll give it a rough. Okay, so bench. We're gonna work up to a set of 1 at probably 307. And then we have some Larson press. Three set to 7. I'm probably just gonna do 205 because it's way easier to load. Inverted row. Supinated row. Flat pull down. BFR, bicep / tricep. And then wherever we're at, once we get done with that, maybe we'll do a little extra today. All right, let's see here. Yo, what's up, Vivi? How about that'll work, I guess. Yeah, that'll be all right. Okay. Let's go. You know what? I almost forgot. The magic in the room. Actually slept, I would say pretty decently last night. Pretty good. Oh. Get this workout in, baby. Yeah. I guess it looks pretty even. Baby, what you been gaming on lately? I'm trying to remember what I was playing when you came across me. I think it was CZN. Hey, are you still playing Mormons, actually? I I almost just want a game that I can just kind of like no life and do, you know, all that kind of content. I've been kind of thinking about trying out Genesis Wars, like just no life it, and then like after the fact, it's just kind of like whatever, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna really like log in, you know. I don't know that I need another daily sort of login. But more so like playing one of those types of games for the initial content. I don't know, you might actually have an ad if you are still out there. And have your ad. Alright, let's go ahead and double check that our top set from last week is correct. Like that I updated on my log. Because otherwise that would change, you know, what we would need to be doing. Video producer. Last week, what did we hit? $332? Yep. Alright, perfect. So that means our top set for today is accurate. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not quite sure if we're going to get some gaming in after the workout. I'll have to see. I might, though. We're watching my niece right now. And I want to at least be able to hang out for a little bit. But I think we are watching her from home. I could probably even maybe do a little bit of gaming and still spend some time in that regard. Yeah, man, this lime slush one is actually very good. I don't know that. I can't remember the last time I've had something that was like lime flavored. But dang, that's actually pretty good. That definitely hits. Alright, let's see here. Set that up right there. It's a little chilly down here today, actually. Oh, you know what? Raise that up a bit. Won't pretend. The place. Yeah, not D4. PoE 2, been a really good time. I'm actually deep in it. A lot that I've learned too, considering this is like the first time that I really kind of pushed for any sort of like in-game. There's definitely some things that I could have done that would have saved me probably a lot of time. So maybe I'm not super deep. But yeah, it's been fun. Like I said, we might have to. I have to play some D4 sometime soon. Blow the dust off on D4. The cobwebs. I don't know if you guys were watching the Summer Games Fest yesterday, but sheesh, it was actually pretty good. It was pretty dang good, actually. Guild Wars 3 announcement? A beta next year? Is, I think, pretty crazy considering it's the first official kind of announcement or anything regarding Guild Wars 3. And then we got that Aeon 2 news. Man, why is it in September, man? It was supposed to be like summer 2026. In my eyes, September is just not summer anymore. That is like, that's some fall action right there. Yo, what's up, Pete? What other lovely things? I mean, obviously a lot of single player. But yeah, Guild Wars 3 announcement was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy. Yo, what's up, Mike? Today, rest and no beer. Well, now you gotta get a rest day after the beer day. I guess that was 2 days ago, though, wasn't it? You might still need a rest up after that. Yeah, Wolverine, that was pretty cool too. It was a little gift. I'm trying to think what. Oh yeah, actually the Stellar Blade, like next iteration too. I've been talking about how I bought that on sale, and it's just been kind of sitting there in the backlog. I might that might be. We're gonna get around to that for sure. Cause man, I really want to play it. Actually, there's just been a lot of other stuff. What else? What else? What were the highlights? I mean, Alien Knights too, for people that really like that stuff. It looks, like a good game visually, and it will, do its accomplished job for people that like, that kind of genre, the horror kind of genre, scary games. The Resident Evil was pretty cool too. I'm kind of surprised because there is supposed to be a playtest or like a demo for Embers of the Uncrowned that they said was going on during this. Oh, maybe that's next week. Maybe they're different events, game shows. We'll see. Well, guys, maybe there will still be one more good MMO. Realistically, before I hang up the MMOs, right? I mean, we'll see, Sometimes you can luck out and find yourself a nice woman that doesn't matter or like doesn't care that you do a little bit of gaming in the evenings, right? I think Stoop was talking about how he's like 34, 35. He's like, oh man. I guess I'll make it to Guild Wars 3. I don't know about the Riot MMO though. I'm like, you know what? That's kind of relatable. Yeah, who knows? But I think realistically, because, I've been saying, like, this is my last MMO, this is my last MMO. I was really thinking, like, Chrono was maybe going to be that last one, but, nah, I think we got in us for a Guild Wars 3 Giga grind. Because, like, if it's beta next year, like, roughly, I think it was summer of next year, that's not bad. That means it could be, I don't know, maybe late fall, right? Or not late fall. No. Late winter. Into, geez, 2028 then? We're gonna have one. What's crazy, what they are talking about too, like what Stoop was saying is, like, this is legit the first, like, non-pay-to-win MMO since, like, New World, which is crazy. Like, New World came out how many years ago? I'm definitely still bummed out that Aeon 2 is in September, because they didn't even give the like actual date. Like, it could legit be September 29th. Like, it was supposed to be summer, and I mean, that's not really summer at that point. I was thinking, like, okay, worst case scenario, August. But I was really hoping for, like, a late July. September is crazy. They better be in some serious talks about what they're gonna do to make the port a little bit better, because the game is gonna die with all that battle pass BS and basically infinite scaling pay to win. Nobody's gonna want to play that over here. Not for long. $287 up next. Like I've been saying, like, I will get my couple months of it, of like pretty good fun. But yeah, I mean, if it launches like how it is over there, nah. Nobody's gonna be playing it for very long. Because the way I see it, that game is going to catch on fire harder and faster than Throne and Liberty. Because everybody was saying Throne and Liberty was pay to win, but I always kept up. Like, there wasn't a scenario where I didn't feel like I was kept up, besides, like, maybe an arch boss weapon, right? That was one of, like, I guess one of the complaints, right? So, it's like Jover. Because this is, like, way worse. Man, I'm just excited to get my hands on a new MMO, man. There's just something new. There's just something so refreshing about exploring a brand new world with maybe some new systems, or systems that are just done differently than other games. And you have to, you know, figure it out. Just something about a new MMO, man. Alright, that was our 287, so I need to go up to 307. Is that right? I can't go up to 307. It would actually be 310. So I round down or I round up, I suppose. Probably should round down. It is deload week, so I think I prefer to go lighter versus heavier. Right? Right? Maybe I do go heavy. Maybe I do pick the heavier option here. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, what's a few pounds? Which is just a cute little bit. What's your baby weight? Yo, what's up, Zero? That means we have to stretch things out even longer, man. Even longer. I guess good news is there's a lot of good single player games that are coming out in the next few months. I just can't wait for that MMO grind, man. It's demon time. Whenever Aeon 2 comes out. Zero, any did you get any game announcements that you were excited about yesterday? Anything you saw that was looking good? No new games? Did, huh? What is today? Today is the 6th. I think that Adventures of Elliot game is coming out the 15th. Maybe. So that's like 2 weeks away. Kinda going through gaming depression. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Alright, top set. $3.10 right on up on the menu. That was not too shabby, I suppose. Not too bad. I just thought it was funny that everybody was like, in the game show chat, just like, where's Destiny 3? Destiny 3 announcement. That was funny. They were spamming it. As much as I love Destiny, I'm ready to let the game go. Yeah. Doesn't that just suck, man? I mean, when you spend that much hours in the game, it's so hard to just peel yourself away. I mean, when I decided it was time for me to stop playing Lost Ark, and that's a game I sunk a lot of time into, and I mean, it was probably the MMO that I stuck with the longest. I can't remember. Maybe it was like 2 years of playing, or however long. A lot of hours, man. But I was just like, man, it's really not hitting the same anymore, and I can't be spending this much time. But then they did the Uno reverse, and they legit made it so you don't have to spend nearly as much time playing the game to progress. Well, that was a little late. Could have kept a lot of players around. Yeah, man, Destiny. Oh, I completely forgot, man. The new Final Fantasy VII, like the Part 3 Final Fantasy VII, releasing simultaneously at the same time is hype. That is gonna be amazing. How could I forget about Final Fantasy VII? That is actually so sick. Of course, I think that was next year, right? These are things that are a little bit of ways away, but I don't know. I feel like most of the gaming announcements that they made were for next year. The majority. Alright, so 205 for 7. But to be fair, there are a lot of bangers this year. Server chest day. Oh, I need to move this over now. I think about it. Oh, yep. There it is. Doing alright, yeah? Does it not seem like... What's it seem like, I guess? Doing good. I actually slept, last night was the first night, like, this week that I slept halfway decent, so... If anything, I'm in the best mood that I have been all week. Yep. Also, it was off screen, but I did notice it when I popped up everything today. Terrarius followed me off screen. Thank you for the follow. If you end up seeing this at any point, thank you. I guess it's a good thing. Maybe it's either clips or VODs. Maybe. Got some peeps checking out some of the stuff even when we're not streaming. Cruising, baby. What were we at? Well, we met, follower goal of 310, so... Are you an Alien Isolation kind of guy, Zero? That one looks pretty good if you're, of course, into the scary, gory. Yo, actually, the other one that was kind of interesting was that Saw game. Is that just not going to be exactly like something like, dang, what's that one game that we've talked about? Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. That was giving me Dead by Daylight. Because it's like... I think they mentioned that it was like, matches or games of like 3 people, right? And I'm like, alright, it's a Dead by Daylight. Which, to be fair, Dead by Daylight doesn't really have like any competition, right? Like, there's nothing really like Dead by Daylight out. Those Dead by Daylight streamers gonna be eating good. They don't have to walk around in the same circles for 7 hours a day. They got something new. I guess the new Gothic remake looks pretty good too, which is like one of the few that was kind of announced that would be coming out, very soon versus a bit more far out. Let's actually see if we can find a list. I don't know why surely there's something compiled, right? Yep, there's the Gothic remake I had too. Man, Final Fantasy VII Revelation, man. Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds expansion. That's 2027, which is honestly kind of far out. I would have expected it sooner. But that'll be hyped for sure. That was one that, man, the performance was kind of cooked. I don't know that I even streamed much Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, Resident Evil Realm. Oh, you know what? I was actually thinking, like, I have never played any of the Cuphead games, and I feel like that would be a good stream game. Like, maybe we play one of the Cuphead games. Although I might, like, rage out. Let's see here. Blood Message. That seemed kind of cool. It was kind of almost giving me some Dynasty Warrior vibes. Like, it just looked very, like, war, hack and slash, action-y, kind of. But, could be wrong on that. What else do we have? Mortal Shell 2. The beta is on Steam. That's sort of like a Souls-like, but from my understanding, it also has, like, guns and stuff. Yep. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Dude, the Gundam one looked really good, too. But, yeah, again, 2027. See what else. Yeah, Soulframe. Yeah, 3v1 horror game on that Saw Genesis. Closed alpha available for signups. Dude, we have the Wuthering Waves Cyberpunk collab in 2 days. I have no polls for it either. I am very down bad. Yeah. Okay. I kind of just a brush out of it. Rage Out King, dude. My brother even said, he's like, I was talking about it. We were all, you know, in the Discord. He's like, that would be a good game to play on stream, but I'm pretty sure you would rage out. Because it's like, I guess it is pretty hard. I don't know. Like, I've seen a little bit of clips of it, I guess, but not a ton. I mean, you guys saw how good I was when I played Hollow Knight, so... I think it's just a free dub. Alright, bench press done. Time for some inverted row. Yeah, man, September. So that just means that this summer's kind of plans are to clear out the backlog of single players. I still have a little bit longer, I think, of enjoying some PoE 2. And like I said, it's been a lot of fun that it makes me want to maybe hit up a D4 season at some point. But yeah, single player backlog. We need to get that cleared up. Yeah. Single player backlog, but then also the new releases that are coming in the next couple months, because there are some really good things that I'm like looking forward to. Buddy's been enjoying PoE 2. I can't remember. Did you say you've tried that one out and it just wasn't like your jam, or you just haven't tried it out at all? Gotcha. Yeah, man, you never know. You might like it. There's just, with those types of games, there's a little bit of like a learning curve for sure. Because you gotta kind of understand what all the different items do in terms of like crafting and like, you know, upgrading your gear to try to find better things. Because there are some things that I have learned since really, like, this is the first time I really even tried, I got into sort of that in-game, there's definitely some things that I've learned that I probably could have used for a little bit more smoother progress. Especially when you're just playing, like, non-solo self-found. Like, yeah, there was definitely some things I would have done differently. I probably would have held on to more exalted orbs and just bought things that I knew were guaranteed upgrades versus trying to add in modifiers that just end up not very good anyways. It's a lot different when you're solo self-bound, right? Because then you just have to use those orbs and everything to try to get some rolls going. But all the exalteds I use, I could definitely just have way better gear just right now. If I would have saved, definitely. I got a perfect jeweler's orb yesterday, though. It's the first one that I got. Oh, my whirling assault is finished up there, which is kind of hype. I was pretty hyped. It's crazy is I still need greater. Like, I haven't got any greater jeweler's orb drops. It's actually been diabolical. can't remember. Have you played D4 at least, like Diablo 4? Or you just haven't even really, you know, dipped your toes in the ARPG? Yeah, D4 season could hit. I kind of just didn't want to buy the expansion. So that's like why I did not play the last season. And I held out enough, like long enough to where it was like they announced the PoE 2 big update. So I'm like, oh, hey, perfect. We'll get our fix in then. But now we're just left wanting more. Need to get back on. Man, it's just been a lot of PoE. It's been a pretty good amount of PoE. I need to get back on some other things too. I haven't done any CZN runs really at all. Oh. All right, one more set of some inverted rows. Coming right on up. Yurt, some deload stream action. That's pretty good deload week though. It's pretty good deload week. I mean, that's still, what was it at the beginning of the week? Oh, I think we still, our deload top set was still 320 for 2 on Monday. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? Bench is the only lift going good right now. I will be entirely honest. God, the Wi-Fi, I guess the Wi-Fi down here is so ass. Moving all of them stuff into the garage and the basement currently. What do you still have to move? You needing some assistance? Alright, inverted bros are donezo. That means we got some lat pull downs. Get things moved over to that. Oh. My stuff's all tangled up. Let's see. Plates and stall mat. Oh, those fucking stall mats, man. Testing out for a plate loaded lat pull down. Yeah, it's nice to have both bumpers and metal. Yeah, if you need help with anything, just let me know. Okay, let's see. Yep, you just let me know. Alright, we're gonna put the size up on that on TikTok. Okay. So, some lat pull downs. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see how this feels. There's actually some pretty decent kind of setups you can get. You might just be able to find a plate loaded like pulley system for not too bad. I mean, I don't know how much you're talking, right? But I remember the last time I checked, there were some fairly reasonable options. I don't know if I'll need to take off the preacher pad. Kind of hoping not, but we'll see. That should be fine. Yeah, securing. Yeah, you might have to. See, the thing is, like, I don't know, cause like, it'd be such a pain in the ass. But maybe there's a world where you either build a wooden platform underneath and then just like bolt it down to the wooden platform. I don't know if you could just bolt it down to like the horse stall mats. Yeah, I don't know on that. It would just be a pain in the ass to like move, right? You'd have to make sure you guys are gonna be staying there for a while. Hit the saw mat, you reach ratchet strap, keep it closed. It's actually not too bad. Cause they are annoying to move, man. They're so heavy. They just want to fold when you're trying to move them. Alright, let's see here. Honestly, I need to fix up the stuff down here because the platforms are really spreading. Like I need to move them back like super close together. Yeah, the flex key was fun. Was pretty fun. All things considering, right? I mean, I just think the funniest part about it is how some of these dudes were like, they were like pretty decently ranked in solo queue, but they were like dog. They were dog. Like we're just playing at the level of some of these people, but then we're like stuck fucking silver, bronze because solo queue. Too many goofy characters able to play, dude. I don't know, like, I don't even remember who was arguing with me so hard when I said you could legit play anything bot lane now. Like, come on, man. You can't tell me how this is how it used to be. No way. It's not like I even, like, ever super giga grinded League, and I could still, like, come on, bro. We know who it probably was. That was a goofy take right there. I mean, like, that's the thing too, is like, you know they're playing those games and they're like one-tricking or they win lane and you just know that they're gonna try to get greedy, which they did. And I was like, that's fine, I'll lose lane. I'll do what I can to farm without giving up a bunch of deaths. But we still gonna win. To be fair, it's been so long since I've played against a trend in lane, like pre-6, I actually like totally underestimated what Trend was capable of still like pre-6. Like actually kind of crazy. That being said, like later on in the team fights, like the Urgot pick was kind of nice because then I can just execute. Like we don't even have to worry about his goofy immortality. Alright, got some arms now. Yeah, I think there's a world where maybe I played it more safe pre-6. And the lane would have went like a lot differently. I just had to reach to level 6 for sure. Alright, alright. I'm not sure yet. We're watching my niece right now. But I think we're going to be watching her for still a little while longer, so obviously I just want to make sure to spend some time. I'll have to double check and see how long she'll be over. I did it. I've been kind of just farming up some exalted orbs. I think I should be able to buy out some better pieces and make some progress. Chris is doing the card show stuff. And then Jamie is watching, I mean, the dog had that surgery for whatever this, I guess, cyst or whatever it was, so I don't know. The niece is crazy, so made it a little bit easier on the sister-in-law. Oh, I need to lower this. I'm definitely not repping out the 10 stack. Go 3. I actually need to ask my brother how that's going. Yeah, Gander, I still got, you know, a little bit of some quality fun time on PoE 2. At least on this one character. I'm not sure if we'll swap to a new character. Might have to see when the new D4 season is. And then, yeah, I mean, I might as well really crank out some of the single player stuff that's sitting in the backlog, since I gotta wait until September for Aeon 2. A duo with you or something to keep it fun. Yeah. Need to figure out what else I want to play. The Mercenary looks kind of tough. I know we'd be going 1,000 times faster than that first day when we played with I played with Kevin, Top, and Sibo. God damn, bro. What I did in 4 hours with them, I could have done in probably like an hour, hour and a half. My God, man, it was rough. Made a warrior, dude. Melee just feels so bad at the beginning, just so bad. Ooh. I'm trying to think about really. I mean, like, I guess the what's it called? What is the new Huntress one called again? Spirit Walker. I did want to try that out. I don't think Sorceress is like that good right now. I need to look. I just remember seeing, like, I guess, like, maybe a League starter tier list, and none of, like, the Sorcerer's ones were really up there. Alright, now we gotta move this back up. For the last exercise, what we've been doing, probably right here is fine. And might go one heavier on the plate. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we pull that up real quick. See if maybe it's been updated or. Okay, because actually, let's see, Mobalytic. League Star tier list. Dead Eye, Infernalist. Isn't that Witch though? I almost feel like Infernalist is Witch. Yeah, okay, yeah. Lich is probably another Witch. Is Oracle... Oracle is maybe Druid, though, right? Chronomancer is C tier. Wow. Wowzers. This one says Tactician. I think that's a mercenary. Yeah, it's probably not too shabby. All right, guys, last exercise. A little bit more arms here. Yeah, like I said, it'll be kind of a split, like last minute decision on if we do a little bit of game streaming after the workout or not. Yeah, it's in the way too much. In the way a little too much. Yeah, man, if we don't get one in after the workout, though, I'm gonna have to find the remainder of the weekend. Get one in. Yesterday was just chill watching the Summer Games Fest. Yeah, I feel electrified. Let's see here. One more set. Alright, very good. Let's see where we're at here. Oh my gosh, thanks. We actually made pretty good time. Might actually do some lateral raises as a little bit of an extra. Some lateral raises. Alright, baby. Oh, you know what? Let me move that over. Or die. To electrify. Alright, should be pretty good. And we will fix this. Perfect. BOW, what is that? Oh, Bank of Washington. The best burpee? Burp? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Bro, I don't even sneeze or do any of that stuff if I can just mute real quick. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Freaking that bank, man, I swear, it's such a pain. So you already sold it, huh? Oh, diabolical, man, trying to get me to burp on stream for a follow. Well, link doesn't sell until I have somewhere. Gotcha. Freaking Bank of Washington, man. Yeah, definitely don't sell all of it. Shit. Never know how high it could go. Damn taxes, man. Yeah, those freaking taxes, man, on anything and everything is crazy. Actually diabolical. Well, I guess that's the thing too, right? Is when you take it out, you will have to claim it too, right? So you got to make sure to keep an eye on your brackets. Yeah, dude. That's the thing too. Like, I don't know. I have like some stocks that I've just held on to for years. I'm not sure. Actually, probably some like crypto from like a long time ago that like I just don't even want to trade it in because like at one point I was just self-filing my taxes and it's like just kind of a pain in the ass. Now that I have like somebody that I go to for my taxes, it's like okay, kind of whatever. But man, that shit is just annoying. That is annoying to self-file. I think we're also, yeah, I don't know. We're watching my niece right now, but we're also supposed to go out to maybe some lunch with the bro before he heads out. So we don't want to have to go to make an account with bank. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. All right. Yeah, let me think here. POE for a little bit. Should I even bother? Since it is probably only going to be a little bit. I'm going to check in and see what's going on for the rest of the day. We might play POE 2 for a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll just end things out and get maybe some in later. Talk to you later. Alright. I'll see you, man. I guess I will end out some things on a few of the platforms since I know I just don't usually game on those anyway. So, bye-bye TikTok peeps. And then bye-bye YouTube peeps. We'll go ahead and end those out. And then I will return shortly with the answers. If we go for a little bit longer or what the plan is. Alright, goodbye. Alright, there's that. Okay, perfect. Alright, yeah, I will be right back real quick. Oh, you know what? I need to... If my client freeze...